Hello and welcome to the Women's Business Development Center's WBE Onboarding. This WBE onboarding presentation was developed in collaboration with the WBENC Leadership Council as a way to appropriately prepare women business enterprise, WBE, to become active in the WBENC network, active with the Women's Business Development Center, encourage your engagement and provide education about the benefits and value of WBENC certification. The onboarding elements and content are common across all of the regional partner organizations that certify across the country, and also includes specific content with respect to Women's Business Development Center Midwest programming. This is our agenda for the day. We will cover 3 topics from the WBENC National Office perspective: the overview, the WBENC network, and then our core platform of certification opportunities, resources, and engagement. We'll also be talking about Women's Business Development Center Midwest programming. WBENC's mission is to fuel economic growth through access to opportunities by identifying, certifying, and facilitating the development of women-owned businesses. We celebrated 20 years in 2017, and WBENC is the largest certifier of both WBE and WOSB firms. In addition, with its regional partner organizations, is the largest women's business development organization. WBENC's core platform is delivering value through certification, opportunities, resources, and engagement. Currently, there are over 14,000 certified WBEs, and of that, 2,500 or more are certified WOSBs. There are 312 national corporate members and 14 regional partners, including our organization, the Women's Business Development Center. All WBENC certified WBEs and WOSBs are certified by the RPO, Regional Partner Organization, in their headquartered state. However, we have 14 RPOs across the country, many of whom have branch offices where you can get involved based on your company's footprint or desired footprint. That's certainly true of the WBDC Midwest, based in Chicago, with other offices, which we'll talk about. This map displays all those offices for you, and you'll see that we have regional partner offices in most of the major metro areas across the country. From a network, we strongly encourage you to get involved with the regional council, which would be the Women's Business Development Center for you in the Midwest, as there are many opportunities and resources available to you locally, and we'll talk about those during the presentation. In the previous slide, the map was a great visual, but here's just a more specific list of the regional partner organizations across the country. Obviously, the Women's Business Development Center Midwest is us. I want to talk about the brand a little bit. All of the brand guidelines are housed in WBENC Link and can be accessed on the left side of your menu bar when you're in the WBENC Link 2.0 system. That contains all of the specs and an array of digital versions for your use. The WBENC brand is well respected in the marketplace, and displaying the WBENC certified seal or the woman-owned logo on your website marketing material or packaging can be very beneficial. For those WBEs who have products that are consumer-facing, the woman-owned logo is an initiative to enable consumers to identify those products supplied by women-owned businesses during their shopping experiences. Across the globe, women-owned businesses supply an incredible range of products sold in retail stores everywhere. WBENC has a dedicated website with an amazing amount of information, and we encourage you to access it, and also to let us know if you have product in the stores or a product that is consumer-facing that you're trying to get into stores. The WBENC network has a number of corporate members who have campaigns to include products with the woman-owned logo. As we previously discussed, WBENC provides 2 types of certification. WBE is used primarily in the private sector, and WOSB is used in the government arena. Many of our WBEs have both WBE and WOSB certification. As many of you know, you first have to apply for the WBENC WBE certification and then WOSB. WBENC Link 2.0 is the proprietary password-protected database where you applied for certification and recertification, but now, more importantly, it serves as the sourcing directory for corporate members and WBEs. We want to talk about leveraging your WBE, your WBENC certification. If you go to this URL on our website, on the WBDC website, or simply if you go into wbdc.org, look up certification services and find leveraging your certification, you'll be able to download this infographic, which has live links. Obviously on the webinar, the links aren't live. So the first thing that you want to do is go to WBENC Link 2.0, if you haven't already, to download your certificate. And that is where you would also access the corporate and WBE database. If you want to update your profile, you use the WBENC Link 2.0 system, but you would go through making a change, and then we would be able to process that change for you. I also want to point out this great resource called Insights, which you use to view educational information and WBENC updates. We'll talk more about that later. Step 2 then is to create your target list. You might also consider Tier 2 opportunities for selling as well as sales to other WBEs. In the WBENC 2.0 database, it's really 2 databases and you have access to both. One is to the corporate supplier diversity representatives, but the other is to WBEs across the country. And so that's something that you would want to consider, I think, as you develop your sales strategy for leveraging your certification. You can also schedule time with a WBDC established business advisor to talk through this and get some assistance if you need any. You simply call this number that's listed here, and we're happy to provide, to schedule time with you either in person or obviously by phone for people who are not in the Chicagoland area or who don't want to come downtown to Chicago. This service is provided at no charge. Then you want to think through sales strategies. There are some trade show resources, which on the website version of this infographic is a live link. But recognize we have 5 major events throughout the year from the Women's Business Development Center in Chicago: Minneapolis, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Kansas City, and Chicago. The dates obviously change a little bit every year, but I think you want to just kind of mark your calendars for this. Milwaukee actually will be in July in 2018 because of some scheduling issues. Then you want to obviously make your pitch. There's, again, some resources that you can access that will help you with your sales pitch. That's something that you can work through with one of our WBDC advisors. But we also really want to point out the importance of having a strong capability statement, or sometimes it's called a value proposition statement. As a clear business description, it's all just the facts, nothing flowery. Talks about your major NAICS codes, your certifications, your major customers and projects. And then utilize other WBDC resources. We have a number of procurement events that happen throughout the year. You can find that out by looking on our website in the events calendar, but we also send out a monthly WBE blast to all of our certified WBEs that give highlights of upcoming events and other activities. And then, again, thinking through your capability statement, making sure that it's current, thinking through trade show strategies, financial forecasting, and these are all things that we can help coach you through at the WBDC.